he's great in a crisis. But in real life, Giuliani's kind of like a pit bull.
Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television.
You ever notice how everyone's so damn offended these days? Chris Rock sure has. In his new special, he's not just telling jokes, he's dropping truth bombs that are making the woke crowd squirm. Rock's not holding back, folks. He's calling out the BS of cancel culture, and trust me, you don't want to miss what he's got to say about Meghan Markle. It's the kind of stuff that'll have you nodding along and maybe even shouting amen at your screen. Let's make a deal. If you smiled, learned something, or had an aha moment, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't leave me hanging. Did you hit it? Cool, thanks. Now, let's dive back in. Remember the Oscars in 2022? Yeah, that's when Will Smith lost his cool and smacked Chris Rock right on stage. It was wild. Rock cracked a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head, comparing her to G.I. Jane. Apparently, Will didn't find it funny. Next thing you know, Smith's marching up to the stage. Everyone's thinking it's part of the act, right? Nope. He straight up slaps Rock across the face. The whole room goes silent. You could hear a pin drop. But Rock, he keeps it together like a pro. Doesn't miss a beat. He's standing there, looking a bit stunned, but he carries on with the show.
Will Smith to at first laugh and then glance over, see that Jada was mad, and then walk up on stage and smack Chris Rock full across the face while yelling at him to keep her name out of your effing mouth.
What was happened to you was you were performing a task, you fucked up, and you thought, let me rest.
Meanwhile, the internet's blowing up. Memes, hot takes, you name it. Everyone's got an opinion. Here's the kicker. Chris Rock goes radio silent for a whole year. No interviews, no tweets, nothing. People are wondering if his career is over. Is he too scared to show his face? Is he plotting his comeback? Turns out Rock was just biding his time. He finally breaks his silence in his new Netflix special, Selective Outrage.
Rock has a brand new Netflix special. It is his first comedy special since the incident in which he made fun of Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, at the Oscars.
And boy, does he have some things to say. But here's the thing, the slap isn't even the most controversial part of his new material. Rock's got bigger fish to fry. He's taking aim at something much bigger than Will Smith. He's going after the whole damn culture. You think you know what Rock's gonna say about the slap? Think again. He's using it as a jumping off point to tackle some serious issues.
The most notable thing about what Chris Rock did is that he has now become just the latest comedian to go full anti-woke.
He's calling out the hypocrisy, the double standards, all of it. Rock's not just telling jokes anymore. He's on a mission. He's saying the things that a lot of people are thinking but are too scared to say out loud. And trust me, it's making some folks real uncomfortable. So yeah, the slap was big news. But what Rock's got to say now, that's the real story. He's not holding back, and he doesn't care who he offends. Buckle up, folks. This is gonna be a wild ride. Now, forget the Oscars drama. Rock's latest material is making waves for a whole different reason. He's calling out a culture that's got everyone walking on eggshells. But is he brave or just asking for trouble? In his new special, Chris Rock isn't just cracking jokes. He's taking a sledgehammer to modern-day victimhood culture. Rock's got a bone to pick with how we're all competing to be the most oppressed. He's not mincing words, saying, "We've decided to glorify victims." It's like there's a race to the bottom, and everyone wants to win the gold medal in the Oppression Olympics. But Rock's not stopping there. He's taking aim at corporate hypocrisy, and boy, does he have some choice words for Lululemon. You know, the company that sells yoga pants for $120 while preaching about social justice. Rock calls them out, saying, "You guys are telling me about how much shitty you give like you know what would be charity if you didn't sell yoga pants for $120. That would be charity. Ouch, that's gotta sting more than a downward dog pose." Rock's not afraid to say what a lot of people are thinking, but are too scared to say out loud. He's pointing out how being a victim has become a golden ticket to social media fame. It's like everyone's trying to cash in on their hardships, real or imagined. The audience is eating it up. They're laughing, they're clapping, but you can feel the tension in the air. It's like they're thinking, can he really say that? And that's exactly Rock's point. He's showing us how scared everyone is in today's climate. One wrong word, one off-color joke, and boom, you're canceled. Just when you thought Rock couldn't get any more controversial, he decides to roast the royals. Meghan Markle claimed racism, but Chris Rock's got a different take. It's the kind of joke that makes you laugh and cringe at the same time. Are you ready for for the punchline that's got the internet losing its mind.
She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay? None of us. Like, hey, I was somebody else's. How did that make you feel?
Rock's not pulling any punches when it comes to Meghan Markle's claims about the royal family. He's calling BS on the whole racism thing. You know that Oprah interview where Meghan talked about how tough she had it? Rock's not buying it. He's straight up asking, what the fucking is she talking about? Here's where it gets spicy. Rock's saying that all that drama about the baby's skin tone, that's not racism, that's just regular in-law drama. Every family's got it. He's arguing that wondering how dark the baby's gonna be isn't automatically racist. It's just something families do. But Rock doesn't stop there. He goes even further, saying, that's not racist, cause even black people wanna know how brown the baby going to be. Now that's a line that's got people talking. Is he right? Is he going too far? The audience is laughing, but you can feel the tension in the room. It's like Rock's walking a tightrope. He's saying what a lot of people might be thinking, but are too scared to say out loud. And that's what's got everyone buzzing. Some folks are cheering him on, saying he's brave for speaking his mind. Others are saying he's just punching down, making fun of someone who's already been through a lot. This joke about Meghan Markle might be the one that gets Rock in hot water with the woke mob. It's touching on race, family dynamics, and celebrity culture all at once. It's messy, it's controversial, and it's exactly what Rock does best. So what do you think? Is Rock telling it like it is? Or is he crossing a line? Either way, one thing's for sure. He's got everyone talking. And in today's cancel culture, that might be the bravest thing a comedian can do. Cancel culture might be trying to silence comedians, but it looks like it's having the opposite effect. More and more A-listers are joining the fight. Is this the start of a comedy revolution, or just the last gasp of a dying breed? Chris Rock isn't the only one taking shots at woke culture. There's a whole squad of comedians pushing back against political correctness. We're talking big names like Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., and Bill Burr. These guys aren't just telling jokes anymore. They're leading a cultural shift.
I looked at him, I said, yo, man, you're really funny, but your problem is you're competing with these other comedians.
Chappelle's been in hot water for his trans jokes, but he's not backing down. Louis C.K.'s making a comeback after his scandal, and he's not pulling any punches. And Bill Burr, he's been ranting about cancel culture for years. It's like they've all decided enough is enough. But here's the thing, this shift is causing some serious debates. Some people are cheering these comedians on, saying they're fighting for free speech. Others are calling them out, saying they're just punching down on marginalized groups. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's got everyone talking. Comedy club owners are noticing the change too. Turns out controversial topics are selling tickets. People are lining up to hear comedians say the things they're not supposed to say. It's like there's this hunger for comedy that pushes boundaries and challenges the status quo. But is this good for comedy? For society? That's the million-dollar question. Are these comedians brave truth tellers, or just a bunch of rich guys complaining about not being able to say whatever they want? It's not an easy answer. And get this, it's not just comedians joining the fight. Even Hollywood darling Idris Elba is speaking up. He's saying he doesn't want to be called a black actor. He just wants to be an actor, period. It's like the whole entertainment industry is having an identity crisis. So where do you stand? Are you cheering on these comedians for saying what everyone's thinking? Or do you think they're just causing more harm than good? The battle lines are drawn, and it doesn't look like this debate is going away anytime soon. One thing's for sure, comedy ain't what it used to be, and maybe that's not such a bad thing after all.